Are you ready to mambo? Bum 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 bum. Hello out there, and good afternoon or good evening or good night or whatever you're listening to this podcast. This is the Tinelle and Reno show, or Reno and Tinelle show, however you like to say it. I would just like to say that we are currently on the air now, and this is the very first episode, coming to you live from my house that I don't actually own, in a studio that doesn't actually exist. Yes, sir, we are coming at you with all sorts of topics today. Several topics from the top of my head, from the top of her head, and from the top of her minds, and from a culmination of our two chemistry combining conversations. So if you would like to sit back and relax and listen to some intelligent conversation with some hipsters who are not really hipsters, but just kind of mid-30s people who got nothing better to do on a Saturday afternoon, then stay tuned!
It's time for Coin Talk on AM 950 K-High. Coin Talk being brought to you by Taco Bell. Nothing cleans coins better than Taco Bell hot sauce. Also brought to you today by the Sacramento Valley Coin Club and by David's Coin Shop. Now let's introduce your host. He's a coin enthusiast, has been so for many years, and a very serious collector. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the Foothills' favorite numismatist, Eric Reno.
Well, not so serious, Dave. I'm actually been quite a collector. I'm also a good comedian with these coins because I think coins are a lot of fun. Coins can be a great hobby, and they're also educational, as I found out. Now, today, we are going to talk about how do you collect coins? How do you get involved, and what kind of person would ever want to start out on something as odd and as really not well renowned as coin collecting? Well, I feel that coin collecting is a really good idea, a really good way to start something that can be educational and fun at the same time, right, Matt?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Okay, now, a lot of times people think that you can't get interested, or they're never gonna be. I mean, I've talked to a lot of people about coin collecting and how enthused I am, and a lot of times I can get people enthused about what I'm doing, and I've also gotten people involved. But the main thing to realize is that coin collecting is not dorky. Okay? I mean, coin collecting is really fun. Matt, you have some stories that from your own family and from your grandparents, I heard, that you didn't even know that they were into coin collecting until one day you actually asked your grandma about it, and Matt Sargent, he's not really a collector, he's just an average Joe, okay? So you can tell that it's in the community, it's out there, and it's everywhere, and you can't stop it, you can't hide from it. So Matt, why don't you tell us your story about your grandma and her coin?
Yeah, my grandpa, he used to collect coins. Not really seriously. He just saw a coin he liked, and he'd keep it in his drawer, in his shoes and socks and stuff like that. And one year my grandma was going through my grandpa's stuff, and she found a double eagle, which is a $20 gold piece.
Oh, wow.
And she had no idea what the value was or how to find the value. And just so happens I was friend with Eric Reno, and he let me borrow one of his guides, and I checked other sources, and they're all pretty much the same. I had no idea what the year was for a while. So.
That's the Retail Price Guide, the Red Coin Book. It gives you all the retail prices for the latest U.S. coins, going back as far as the colonials.
Yeah. And I had no idea what year it was, so I was just kind of flipping through the book about double eagles, and I was looking at the price. I mean, there's some pretty good ones. $16,000 for this one I'm looking at right now.
That a $20 gold piece?
$20, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. What year is that?
Oh, that's 1853.
1853.
Yeah.
What year was your grandma's? Do you remember?
I'm not sure. I believe it was late 1800s.
Late 1800s. Why don't you check 1894 or something, just at random? What's that one?
1894 1894 is 16,000 as well.
16,000. That's a $20 gold piece. You're telling me it's for $16,000?
Yeah. But she found it. We had no idea of the year. I was getting pretty excited. I was looking at the values of these things, and so I finally got to look at the coin. It was in very good condition. You could still read everything that was on it. It was still gold colored. It wasn't brown, and it turned out to be worth not so much. It was about $400.
But I mean, how did you know it was worth that much? I mean, is the book like got a picture of your actual coin, or is there some type of guideline, or what's with that?
Yeah, there's guidelines. There's little numbers and things like that, and it says what exactly is it. Like there's an F20, and that's in good condition. You can still read Liberty, and you can see the jewels on the ground. It gives you a very good text analysis on what the coin should look like to be categorized as that. Then you just look at the category, and there's certain prices for certain conditions.
So the condition of the coin basically tells whether or not that what price range it's in.
Right.